Welcome to the podcast Friday Feels, brought to you by the Office of Counseling and Wellness at Berkeley College. I'm your host and personal counselor, Sarah Nickerson. Join our journey with Berkeley students as they navigate the challenges of the current pandemic with strength, creativity, and wisdom. New episodes released every Friday. Thanks for listening. All right, so welcome to Friday Feels. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. So, normally we start the podcast by just asking the student to tell us a little bit about themselves. So, whatever you want to share, we'd love to hear.
My name is Kajini. My nickname is Jeannie because most people have a hard time pronouncing my first name. I'm 18 and I'm a first year student here at Berkeley.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm majoring in health services.
Cool. Do you know what you want to do with that once you graduate?
Um, well, my ideal career path is into nursing,
Nice.
but the New York campus, which is the one I attend, doesn't have the nursing program. So I'm just hoping the health services will get me my foot into the door
Sure.
of the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What made you interested in nursing?
Um well, ever since I was little, it was always been between nursing or teaching, but like through my volunteer opportunities, I realized that I cannot be a teacher. I don't have the patience, and it's
Yeah,
just not for me. So I
totally
decided
understand.
that I'll just go down the medicine path, but I'm still unsure if I want to do nursing, but I just know that I want to be somewhere in there. So it was
Yeah.
between a doctor, anesthesiologist, and just all these other things. But right now I'm just sticking to nursing.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, what part of the city are you from?
I live in Brooklyn.
Nice. BK all day.
Yeah.
What has the pandemic been like for you so far?
um, honestly, it hasn't really. I don't know. The only effect that it's really had on me is just the whole staying home thing and
Sure.
just the whole quarantine thing, which I don't mind because I actually like staying home.
Me
So
too.
yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit, and I just had some more time for myself and just to take care of all my work on a timely manner, and that's really just it. Like nobody close to me got sick or anything like that. So
Okay. Yeah, so lots of time spent at home.
yeah.
What's it been like over in Brooklyn?
What do you just in general or just with the pandemic?
The pandemic in general, with Black Lives Matter movement, what has it been like for you?
Well, in my area, it's pretty quiet, so there's not much going on in regards to the pandemic or just in general. So I don't. I mean, it's just pretty quiet here, really.
Nice and calm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. It's nice to have a peaceful place for you to be
yeah,
able to rest. It's really good.
right.
Have you found that there has been anything good that has happened for you in the last few months that maybe wouldn't have happened if not given the pandemic?
Um, well, okay. I mean, I guess a couple of things. For starters, I really started focusing more on my diet and exercising, so that was pretty good. Seen some
Nice.
results, and that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And what else?
What kind of exercising do you do?
I do more cardio so at home exercises and just use.
Nice.
I try to use gallons of water as little weights, just to add some, and I use resistance bands for some resistance. I just work out
Wow.
on full body
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Never really would have thought about that, but yeah, that does provide really good weights.
Yeah, you just gotta get creative.
Yeah. I was using cans of soup, but maybe I should step it up. That's cool. And then,
Yeah.
are there websites that you've used for your nutritional journey to help with that?
My nutrition, well, that was before, because my nutrition, I don't know. I don't really use other programs to tell me recipes and stuff. So I just do the research about the different foods and just see how how good they are, I guess. And I
Yeah.
just implement them into my diet, but it's not really much that goes into my diet. I just like I don't eat
Mm.
like junk food and I
Yeah.
don't really eat rice. And I drink water. I don't drink any juice, and that's really it. And I just eat more vegetables and fruits. Nothing like
Wow.
deep, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there a recipe that you really like or something that you've been eating on repeat lately?
I mean lately my I guess my favorite things really I've just had this craving for tuna. I guess that's really just it.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else, so yeah.
Do you make it like a certain way or you just eat it plain?
No, I make I like I put I put it on the I put it on the skillet thing, and then
Mhm.
I add like, seasonings into it, and then after that I just toast some bread and I put it on the bread with some
Yeah.
lettuce, tomato, and I think that's really it.
That sounds
Nothing
really good.
special.
I like tuna the way that I like to eat it, which is like someone introduced it to me this way. It sounds weird, but I like to mix it with some hummus
Mhm.
and that makes and I'll make like a sandwich out of it and it's pretty good that way.
I've
Tuna's a
never
great
had
like
hummus.
you've never had it?
No.
It's pretty good. I think, like, there's lots of different flavors. I really like garlic hummus or, like, a
Mm.
spicier hummus, but I just don't really like mayonnaise that much,
Yeah.
and so the hummus kind of adds, like, a nice, like, texture. I've also done
Oh,
it with Greek yogurt, and sometimes that can be good too
I
'cause
haven't
there's
tried that one either.
yeah, it's
With
not
with the
sweet,
tuna.
and
Oh
it
wow.
adds some, like, extra protein to it, but
Yeah, that's why I've really been turning to tuna for the protein.
yeah, you need that extra protein, especially if
Yeah.
you're lifting all those gallons of water. Water's heavy, man.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, good for
Yeah.
you. Um, well, what has helped you to, like, ground yourself or to give you some balance during this time?
Um, let's see. I don't know. I guess my mindset during this time has just been to be like more productive and
Mm,
just be more active. So I guess those things have motivated me because I just try to get as much done and just stay like yeah, just stay productive and just get like my schoolwork. Like that's helped me, I guess, just getting
yeah.
things done in a timely manner and keeping lists of what I need to do and just being
Mhm.
more organized. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do you have, like, a routine that kind of helps you to stay organized?
I've created like multiple routines, but I have a difficult time sticking to those routines.
Me too.
Like my last one, it was like to wake up at like 7:45, get ready and leave the house by 8, go for a walk, then come back and on Wednesdays and Tuesdays I have Zoom meetings at around 9:30, so come back in time to take a shower and then just get myself set up for the meetings. And then
Mm.
afterwards just do some more schoolwork throughout the day and then later if I have time just put a workout in there and then eat all that. That was the routine, but then that lasted for like a week and then I stopped. So, yeah.
I know, routines are so hard
Yeah,
to keep, especially if it involves waking up early.
exactly. I don't like waking up
Me
early,
neither.
and I don't
I
really
found
like
that
sleeping
I,
in.
like, eventually gave up on that, and I just started doing my walks after work
Yeah.
because I was like, "There's just no way that I'm gonna wake up early to walk around my block, so let me just do it when I get off work at the end of the day."
At least you fit it in there somewhere.
I'm trying, man, I'm trying. Some
That's
days
all that
I
matters.
succeed, other days I don't. It's alright.
It's the effort.
That's right. Have
Right.
you, come up with any, like, new hobbies?
New hobbies, new hobbies. No, not really. I don't think so.
Just working out, staying on top of your fitness in school?
Yeah, that's really it.
No,
Honestly.
those are a lot in and of itself, so that's
Yeah.
good. What do you do for self-care?
For self care, let's see. I've been trying to like meditate more or like
Mm,
do some like yeah, like meditation and yoga. And I guess that's really what I do for self care and
nice.
just take more time to wash my face, and that's really it.
Yeah, that's I think washing our face is a big one, like, not just for, you know, cleanliness purposes, but I also
Mhm.
think it adds, like, a nice, like, emotional release, like
Right.
just kind of like taking care of our bodies, taking care of ourselves. And yeah, yoga is great. Do you have a favorite like yoga instructor or a video that you watch?
I tend to like switch it every time, but I
Yeah.
do like the sun salutation a lot. So
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
And I was gonna ask you, like, what being a new student, what do you feel like has been like what were you most nervous about and what has like been the best part that you didn't expect?
Um, though, like, I guess the couple of things that I've been really nervous about is just like the work, because I know it was not gonna be the same as what I was used to in like high school. But I know like eventually I was gonna adjust. So that wasn't really too much. I guess it was more studying because I'm not
Mm,
the type of person who likes to study. Like I was
sure.
never the studying type in high school or in middle school. So it was like that made me really nervous because I know in college like the exams and you have to like study and just be on top of everything. So that made me really nervous and I'm
Yeah.
still adjusting to that because I really do not like studying. Well, I mean I do like studying, but I guess I just don't know the method that works best for me.
Right, right.
And yeah, and my memory is not that well, which like that like makes me less motivated to study because I guess it requires me more time than
Right.
others to study, which shouldn't really
Yeah.
be a problem, but yeah. But the
No,
best
yeah.
part about being a new student, I guess it's just adjusting and just seeing like what I mean, I'm not getting the full experience, but just seeing what college is kind of about
Mm,
and meeting new people hopefully sometime throughout the year because that's not really going so
yeah.
well so far. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'm sure it's hard because you're starting school in a pandemic. Like
Right.
everything's new, like most of your classes are online, but it's great that you're finding ways to stay organized, stay on top of things, and it also sounds like you're finding ways to get connected to the community and to meet other people at the school.
Yeah.
What have you found is like the best way to do that?
To like meet new people.
Yeah.
I have not found the best way to do that just yet. All I've really done so far is just I've tried to attend like the meetings that are
Yeah.
set on the weekly schedules. So that's really the best I've done so far, honestly. So
That's good though. And it'll come with time. I think that's like all the new students right now, that's their struggle is trying to figure out how to connect, how to make friends. I think this is a great place to start,
yeah, I agree.
yeah, like going to the meetings, going on Yammer. There's lots of groups there,
There
and
is.
yeah, responding to people. So I'm glad that you're pushing yourself to get out there. I think that sometimes is the hardest part is
Mhm.
just pushing yourself, right? Like being
Yeah,
being courageous enough or brave enough to put yourself out there. And good for you, man. Being a brand new student and doing that is really tough.
yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, my last question for you will be if you had to give anybody else around your age starting school some advice or support, words of support, what would you say?
Um, what would I say? Um, I guess be optimistic and
Mm,
open minded.
yeah.
Yeah, because you may think that you may overthink things and think it's gonna be just so difficult, but you just gotta like be open minded and just ready for the new experience and just give yourself time to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are really good words of advice. I think that's one of my very favorite things to talk about is just being open. It's so hard to stay open. Our tendency is like to shut down, right? Or to move
Definitely.
inward when we're feeling afraid or vulnerable or stressed. Everything in us like tends to shut down and to protect ourselves. But if we can learn to stay open, to live with like those open hands, then more things will be able to come into our circle. Like if we have a closed circle, nothing new can come in and we're very isolated, or we might not be able to understand situations clearly. But when we're open, we can invite more people into the circle and learn and adjust and stretch ourselves. And so I think that's really great advice.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah. Well, Kajini, I'm so glad to have had you today.
I'm
It
so
was,
glad that I was able to be a part of this.
yeah, like you had some really wonderful words of wisdom, and it's cool to see how you're adjusting with everything going on. And I know I don't know you very well, but I just want to say, like, I'm super proud of you, man. You've started strong in your academic journey, and so you should be really proud of yourself. And I'll be excited to hear and see what happens for you as you continue to move forward.
Thank you so much. I look forward to all those things.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That's all for now. Join us next week for another episode of Friday Feels. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. Be well.